Howdy, my name is John, and this video is the favorite characters tag. I was tagged for this by Ian at BNB Books, and the original is by the Bookish Bryants. I'll provide links to both channels and videos in the description below. Basically, there's only one prompt for this video, and that's to list your top 20 favorite characters. These characters are in no particular order. I didn't rank these. The first character is Eowyn from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I read The Lord of the Rings between the first movie and the second movie being released in theaters. Eowyn is introduced in the second book, and I was really looking forward to seeing how she would be portrayed on the big screen. I think Miranda Otto did a really good job portraying the character. There's only 5 or 6 female characters on this list, but you'll notice that the female characters that are on this list are strong female characters. Number 2 is Drizzt Do'Urden from the Drizzt series. Drizzt is just the ultimate fighter. Drizzt does not say a lot, he lets his swords do the talking for him. Number 3 is Tanis Half-Elven from the Dragonlance series. I know most people don't particularly think of Tanis as their favorite character. They're more drawn to either Raistlin or Tasselhoff, and I do enjoy both of those characters. However, to me, Tanis is the perfect understated leader. He knows how to motivate the people that surround him to do the things that need to be done, and he's the one that makes the decisions. Naturally, I have to include a character from Xanth by Piers Anthony. And of course, this one was a little bit difficult because there are so many wonderful characters in Xanth. But for this one, I do have to go with Grundy. He finally gets to star in the 9th novel in the series, Golem in the Gears. And if you'll notice on the cover, that toad is actual size. Grundy's a small guy. He's only like 5 inches tall. But he makes up for his size by having a really big mouth. Grundy is the master of the insult. Watching Grundy's character arc over the first 9 to 10 books or so is, to me, one of the reasons why I love this series so much. Number 5 is Glenn Bateman from The Stand by Stephen King. Bateman, to me, is just your quintessential grumpy old guy, and that's a character that I get a lot of amusement from. Of course, Piers Anthony has written other series than Xanth, and a series I've not gotten to talk a whole lot about yet is the Incarnations of Immortality. I really do enjoy this series. Objectively, it's probably his best series. And again, I had a lot of trouble choosing a character from this series because there are so many great characters in this series. The one I'm going to go with is Mim from Wielding a Red Sword. In this novel, he takes over the job of Incarnation of War, and you see him as he navigates that position. Number 7 is Hazel from Watership Down. Again, Hazel is the perfect leader. He's not the biggest rabbit like Bigwig, who he does have to assert his leadership over Bigwig. And of course, toward the end of the novel, Bigwig becomes one of his most loyal subjects. Hazel is the wisest of the rabbits, and there's one point where the clever rabbit comes up with a scheme, and Hazel really doesn't understand it, but he trusts the other rabbit enough to put the plan into motion. Number 8 is Kest from the Greatcoats. Again, this is a series where there's a lot of memorable characters. I could have very easily gone with Brasty in this. And again, I'm picking Kest because Kest is the ultimate warrior. For number 9, I'm actually cheating a little bit because it's One Eye and Goblin from the Blackcoat series. And it's really hard to pick one or the other from this because they have epic wizard duels. And you can't have a duel with just one person. So kind of have to include both of them for number 9. Number 10 is Gwen from Off to Be the Wizard. Gwen is the main character's love interest. It was really interesting getting to know her character over the course of the novel. Number 11 is Andrew Martin from the short story The Bicentennial Man and the novel that was inspired by the short story The Positronic Man. The short story is by Isaac Asimov. The novel is by both Isaac Asimov and Robert Silverburg. Andrew is an android who is on the quest to become human. Number 12 is Bangkol from the Earthseed series by Octavia E. Butler. This was the character from this series that I really kind of identified with the most. Number 13 is Andrew Wiggin. He is the main character from Ender's Game, but I'm actually going to specifically reference him in the sequel, which is Speaker for the Dead. This follows a much older Andrew, and you really get to see him carry the weight of the actions that happened in the first novel, while at the same time he's trying to solve a murder mystery. Number 14 is The Night Hunter Moppet. This is from Forehegan Creek, which is a short story by Sebastian Carroll. This short story is available for free on Tor.com's website, and I'll provide a link to it in the description below. If you have not read this short story, you should really treat yourself and read this. It's a very good short story, and I think you'll enjoy it. This character is just a lot of fun. Number 15 is Lisa Hayes from the Robotech series. Lisa is the executive officer of the SDF-1, which is the big space-going spacecraft. And we see her try to navigate her work responsibilities and her real-life responsibilities over the course of the series. Number 16 is Kreb from Clan of the Cave Bear. Kreb is the clan's medicine man and spiritual leader, and we see him navigate his physical disability. We see him struggle with learning how to accept Ayla into the clan and leading the others to accepting her in the clan. Number 17 is Sally Kimball from the Encyclopedia Brown series. This one kind of gender reverses roles a little bit because Sally actually serves as Encyclopedia Brown's bodyguard. Of course, she's a kick-ass female, as you'll see in the cover. That's her getting ready to punch a guy for treating her wrong. Number 18 is Bob Andrews from the Three Investigators series. To me, Bob was the character that I more closely identified with, more so than Jupiter, who is the really smart one, or Pete, who's the athletic one. Number 19 is Danny Norton from One Step Apart. Danny's one of the main characters in this novel, and again, it's a character that I could very closely identify with. And last, but certainly not least, is Harriet from Harriet the Spy. As I mentioned in an earlier video, Harriet goes through an episode very similar to what I went through when I was her age. And so I've just always strongly identified with that character. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.